And we're back again. Oh gosh. So yeah, these are the Q1 results. P12, not too bad. To be honest, yeah, it was just a quick one lap thing there. And this is Q2. Yeah, I'll be honest, it was a rubbish lap. This is the second lap, my second run in Q2. And I think after my first run, I was sat P9. Track Evo happened, then I dropped down a bit more. But yeah, there was no conviction in this lap at all. No conviction whatsoever. And I think the deltas, even that delta, it's being generous because the lap was just so bad. And I'm not saying I should be amazing at this lap, but like simple stuff like that. To be honest, I was running low wings, very low wings, and you'll see the benefit of that in the race. But I was just struggling to hit my apexes, and that, I think that should have been an invalidation. It wasn't, and I don't know how, but that really should have been an invalidation, in all honesty. In terms of the end of this lap, I don't even think I hit this apex. I think I actually missed the turn-in. Yeah, I missed the turn-in, go wide. And this time is enough to see me exit Q2. So yeah, I didn't get into Q3. Chaos, because some of those men up there only did one run. That shows you how bad that lap was from me. But anyway, we start the race. This is a sprint as well, so this is the sprint aspect of things. I think I'll go purposefully deep here to just avoid any chaos. Anyone going deep, which they did, luckily. I managed to avoid that, and I overtake Skeezy, get my position back. This is where I started, so not too bad. Don't lose out on any positions. As you can see there, Vixilla's lagging, so that forces me out wide because it just threw me off. Skeezy goes over the curb, doesn't accelerate quick enough, and I go into the back of him. I spoke to him right after the incident. Obviously, we're in the same party, and he kind of knew that because he went over the curb, it slowed him down a bit. Some more bowling pins there. Tom DeVal, I think, spun out. And I just feel like, I was potentially eyeing up a little P5 maybe. So I was just minding my own business, as I do. Unfortunately, the way this calendar's set up, the first three tracks haven't been great tracks. But great tracks for me. So I'm just trying to get points where I can. There's an incident there between, I think, Deval and Lowell, and I up and move here. I up and move here, and I was feeling it. I was feeling myself. It's gonna go wide, go deeper. Lowell leaves me enough space. The move wouldn't stick. I think that's one of the hardest moves because I try it on numerous times during this race and it never sticks. But I think it's because my downforce is so low. So we now reach the penultimate lap, and there was an intense battle between Cynical Games Lowell and I think Vixilla, and I just wanted to clean up. I wanted to get some scraps. And I think even though my ERS was extremely low, my straight line speed was really good. So I still felt confident I could do something. I was a bit concerned because Tom DeVal was, closing in on me. But you'll see that on the straight, even though Tom DeVal has DRS and probably more ERS, he just has no chance because of my straight line speed. So I was happy with the setup. I used this setup last season, and it was low wings in terms of low wings last season, and it was very, very helpful. So Lowell has a bit of a moment there. I try to go around the outside, move's not going to stick, so I can see the position. Here, I try to avoid rear-ending someone, and then that gives Tom DeVal a run into me. But because he hits me, he very rightfully so leaves me in the position. Maybe not. Maybe just try to get the slipstream. But he dives down the inside. I leave enough space. He does make contact, but because it was so minuscule, I didn't bother trying to take that to the stewards. I just thought, you know what, I'll give him that position. And then I end up obtaining a P7. we take that. Now onto the race. Disaster into turn 1, as it always is. James behind me on his softs just doesn't know how to brake, and he hits me, spins me, and I lose a position already off the line, pretty much. And get a warning for that somehow.
Go past me, Saka!
Teammate.
Saka, overtake me! Overtake me, man!
Just take the
penalty. I love that. Quite funny, so I thought I'd throw that in there. My race pace wasn't great, so I was already starting, a safety car didn't benefit anybody. But my race pace wasn't great, and I think out of me and Alex Hendricks, I think we're probably the quickest on full TC. Different tracks obviously have our different benefits. Look at me off the line here. Off the restart, I was napping, I was sleeping, I was snoring. And as a result, I have to use so much ERS to get back into DRS. But back to what I was saying, I wanted Alex Hendricks to overtake me because he has too much pace on this track. Nearly have a moment there. And I thought following him would probably be our best bet at points together. So I waited for a good opportunity to pretty much just let him past. He's obviously not a teammate of mine, but yeah, I wouldn't want to hold him up. So I just double check what side he's going as we're in the same party, and I let him go and slot him behind him. And this ended up being a big mistake because you'll see at that very corner later on in the race, well here, 1 lap later, I get hit by Rob and lose a position. It's a ridiculous move that, lose a position. He then proceeds to overtake me, so he ended up getting 5 seconds for that. And so yeah, but I must admit, you'll see it here, I actually go on to hit Rob at the end of this lap, I think. Is it this lap? It might not have been this lap. It might have been. It might have been. But yeah, I end up hitting Rob, through the next lap. Get a warning, the confessor breathing down my neck. So there's a collision there. Not ideal. It's just, what I will say is, you're here. So thingy lags. Vixilla lags, and it throws me off. I take my eyes off of the car in front of me and end up rear-ending him. I probably could have got that 5 second removed, but this weekend I was in Manchester, so I didn't have enough time to really look at my clips and show it, but I forgot that the reason why I hit Rob was because I lagged. And I maybe could have put that case forward towards the stewards, but I ended up getting 5 seconds added onto my time because of that. Not ideal. Another fucking safety car. It's so annoying. Didn't really benefit anybody because it would have been too early to pit ordinarily, but I thought, you know what, let me just pit. I might as well slap on the hards, and I think I rejoined P13 or P14. I rejoined P13. So we go again, and yeah, this race, I didn't know who'd pitted, who'd done what, and on the restart, one of the front runners gets spun around. 1 position gained, thank you very much. That just seems to be the nature of the game, and there's another one. So they were dropping like flies, and I really thought this could be a podium. The front runners, as quick as they are, their will-to-will isn't great at all. And it's just, all the front runners are spinning out. As good as they are, if they're just going to crash each other out, what the hell is the point? But yeah, got moving on to lap 14. I think I overtake Ryan on his left hand side. He threatens to take me back, but with these wins you haven't got a chance. So yeah, I turn in, and I think on the next DRS straight I also gained a position on Skeezy. Yeah, very easy overtake. The straight line speed is crazy. And I slot back into P8. I know there's about 3 or 4 people who still need to pit, so the race wasn't looking too bad at this stage. And yeah, just take you on to A Guapo being behind me, lap 16. And I managed to stay ahead of him until lap 21. He makes the move on the left-hand side. I let it happen. There's no point fighting it because I know there were soft runners catching us. Here, I have a moment which cost me P5. I could have stayed in DRS with Alec and he would have just taken me along to a comfortable P5. Unfortunately, I had a moment on the exit and that moment cost me because DRS was what was keeping me, you know, pretty much in the top 5. And then we fast forward to later on in the lap. I also get a 3-second penalty for cutting the chicane. Rather annoyingly, yeah, I just, on 3 laps out of 29, I missed the chicane and I got the penalty. Robert now catches me on lap 27 and he makes a move down my left hand side, I believe. Another dive bomb. He does actually send me wide a bit, but I just have to charge it, to be honest. So yeah, he makes a move down the left on his fresh softs. I think they were 6 laps old at this point. So yeah, not looking great. I've now come out of the points, got the penalty, so it was a really frustrating conclusion to the race. And I thought I kind of raced quite well, you know, using the low downforce approach. I avoided contact with other cars and the pace wasn't too bad. And then we reached the conclusion of the race and I think I finished P7. Yeah, I finished P7. It's not too bad. I think Hendricks could have got a podium himself. He was electric around this track, but unfortunately he went for 2 stops rather than you know, just the 1 stop. And yeah, after the standings, I'm in P7. Monaco next, so yeah, tune in next week.